What do you mean I am a figment of your imagination? I feel real. I feel like I know what happened last time on the Incorrigible party.
Falzaren and Shaft step through the Coven's portal system once more, finding themselves in the war room of Samuel Coltis. Utilizing the remaining minutes of their invisibility, the duo investigates the rest of the building. Strangely, Shakara and Mia arrive through the large front double doors, in search of a store of phlogiston to bring back to Heraklion. Feeling that something is off, Falzaren suspects their companions may be doppelgangers.
Yes, some past events mayhaps were a bit extreme. But that surely does not lead one to the conclusion that their whole world was concocted by one deranged individual. I must think on this as the adventure continues.
I'll pull up my sleeve. And I'll go, "You still have your mark?"
Oh, that's an excellent point. I had forgotten about it.
Well, let's see if we can find out sneaky like if they have it on there, so that if we call them out, then we might be fighting.
Yes.
Let's just play along and see what happens.
All right.
Mia and Shakara, you are coming back up from the cellar.
Yes.
Yep.
Did you destroy it?
Dumped it all
We
out.
did.
All right, so we're taking it back to Mullen, and then he's going to give us the stuff, right?
Yeah, let's use the portal.
Okay.
Now, I think Shaft and I have not had very much success using these portals. Shakara, you're probably the best one to do it. You know the typical way that you reveal your arms, take your armor off, wave them around.
Why would I take my armor off?
Yeah, who cares? Armor can go through the portal, dummy.
It has something to do with the incantation.
I don't know. That's what Jessica was telling us. That's why we couldn't figure our way around. If you know how to do it, that's fine with me. I put a big V on one of the doors so we know it goes to Fixture.
Let's get the barrels into the portal room.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Start rolling the barrels.
So, barrels in the war room, but none of you care about at all of these cool-looking weapons on this rack?
Mia's already been eyeing
Or
them.
just not really the time or place?
You didn't say cool weapons.
I said they looked
They
incredibly
said,
unique from
yeah,
each other.
unique-looking daggers and such, which Mia is eyeballing for sure.
All right. Yeah, we of course will take a look at the weapons as we're rolling the barrels.
I assume out of our entire party, Shaft would be the person who'd be most likely to want to steal a unique.
It's not stealing if it's the paladins, duh.
I mean, I will walk in there and go, looks like Samuel there, his armor's gone, and apparently one of his, I don't know whatever's on the rack over there, or not on the rack, I should say. What are these other things here? And I'll go over and look at the weapons.
Is now the time for this?
I'm not coming back here again.
They do look like they might be valuable.
I mean, but we can come back. The portals.
What is here?
What do we see?
So on this rack there are 4 items. Again, they look very unique. First item is looks like a short sword, and the blade appears to be coated in some type of slime. And you see actually the pegs on the rack that it sits in. They look different than whereas the other weapons kind of just sit on like wooden pegs. These pegs they're clearly like varnished or coated in something. Bits of the slime kind of drips off of the blade down to the ground, and quiet little sizzle as it seems to burn and melt into the stone.
Is there a scabbard that is somewhere that this blade slides into?
Yes, there is. Yeah. And the second, there seems to be a scimitar. It actually looks like it's even more curved than a normal scimitar. the hilt of it looks like it's made of bronze, and the pommel seems to be a dragon's head.
Shakara, look, a dragon. That one's for you.
That is interesting, but I do not use a scimitar.
I do.
Hanging below the scimitar on a thick chain. It looks strong, but if you were to like pick it up and feel it, it's actually incredibly light. But there's a pendant with a kind of a glowing gem set into swirling like curls of metal that house it. And the last item seems to be looks like a standard great sword, although the hilt is made of obsidian, and the blade itself is actually serrated on one end.
Now that sword, on the other hand.
Yeah, well, I mean, how good could this stuff be if they left it here?
I don't think he was expecting anybody to steal it, like this, and I take the scimitar.
Or mayhaps it is too valuable to take with him.
True.
And I'll pick up the longsword. Greatsword. What did you call it?
Great sword.
Did I say greatsword?
Yeah.
Then that's what it is.
That's a two-hander, isn't it?
It is a two-hander.
I mean, anyone else have preference? There's four items, 4 of us.
I'm not a melee fighter, but I do suppose if there's one that nobody wants, it could be sold to help fund my study of magic.
Are you against wearing a pendant?
Yeah, what about the pendant? I mean, what could possibly go wrong with you putting something on like that?
Yeah, I will take the pendant. This may prove to be useful for me. We shall see. I'll have to identify it when I have time.
Shaft?
I took the scimitar
Oh, I
and
guess
slid
I
it
will
down
take
in my belt.
the Sword of Slime.
Alright, let's get these barrels out of here.
Yes, let's. Now, Shakara, after you, whenever you'd like to activate the portal.
Yes, I should activate the portal.
Go ahead.
I
Take your armor off.
do not remember the activation word.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's a
I
hard
have
word to remember.
Forgotten.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the bigger part, which I haven't been able to master, is the motions with your bare arms.
Right.
I think it perhaps recognizes people by their skin, their arms. I don't fully understand.
We don't have a
It's
lot
very
of time
unusual.
here, Shakara. Quit screwing around.
Are you lying to me?
I pull out the brand new scimitar, and I look at Shakara and I go, open the portal.
Why are you brandishing your weapon at me?
'Cause you're not doing what you should be doing.
You
I
want
could
her
say
to
the
take
same for you.
her armor off. You're not even...
Why would I take my armor off?
Why are you not opening the portal?
Can you not open it for us?
You both are acting very strangely.
Agreed.
It's an interesting thing for a kettle to say.
A kettle.
Mia,
Yes?
I do not believe they are who they say they are.
Show me your arm.
Why?
Oh,
Show me
I
your
will not
arm.
show you my
or
arm.
I will take it.
We know who they are, Shakara. I pull out my warhammer.
We need to see your arm, Shakara.
You will see nothing! And I flame breath.
Exactly. I'm attacking.
That's okay. Let's roll initiative. I think it progressed far enough where you don't quite get a surprise on them.
I know. I was
Shakara?
thinking about messaging you, but whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna do it a little sooner, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it.
It's a 14 for Falzaren.
22 for Shaft.
14 for Mia.
17 for Shakara.
Okay. First is Shaft. So Shaft is, you see Shakara yelling, your mouth is opening to release a gout of flame. You are able to quickly do something, reacting a little quicker. So, you are wielding this scimitar.
Yep.
This scimitar does not require attunement. Anyone wielding this scimitar gains proficiency with it while it is held. The weapon grants a +3 bonus to all attack rolls, but an additional +6 to all damage rolls. It may or may not do something else, but an identify would be needed for that.
Friggin' doppelgangers.
Yep. All right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
me and Shakara? I don't know what you mean.
Doppel what?
I should have attacked sooner.
It's okay. I was kind of waiting on what you would do, because I could have too.
All right. Oh,
Did you
Can I-
crit?
I did crit. Do you want me to put the camera down on it without me moving?
No. No.
Okay, well, we do have a map, so let's use it. Where are you? What are you doing? You're still all the way across this other room.
So I'm going to move up. That is a crit 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Or that would be, okay, that's fine. So then it's 1d6 plus. Now she hasn't taken any damage, so I don't get Colossus Slayer. So it's full damage on the first plus whatever I rolled, right? So
Right, yeah, so
it'd
max
be-
damage, and then you roll.
So that's 20.
Oh, that's easy math. Thank you.
And then for my second attack,
Oh, crap.
that is an 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Next, Shakara. Man, this is great. I don't have to do anything.
Flame breathing. He needs to. Shaft needs to make a dex save of 13.
Ah, my favorite type of save.
Yeah, I was gonna aim for Falzaren, but you got in the way. Well, I guess both of them would, because it's a
Straight line.
straight line.
Actually, that works a little differently.
Darn
If
it.
you read the wording, yeah, it's not quite the same as yours.
What do you mean?
Because you actually do
What do you
pick a
mean as
target.
yours?
As I suspected.
17.
You saved, but you still take half damage.
Okay, how much?
8.
So that's only your bonus action to do that.
Yep, and so then I, since I'm holding my shield, I can't swing the obsidian sword, so can I draw my sword? Or would that be my action?
You can freely drop something in your hand and still go for it, right? Like if you want to
Okay.
drop your shield or the obsidian sword, you can do either or.
If I drop my shield, my AC goes down. But the obsidian sword's cool. I'm gonna drop the sword and swing with my other sword.
Okay, your normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Your normal longsword.
Yes. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 12 damage. And I will use my reaction to inflict a level 1 searing smite upon the target.
It's not very nice.
Okay, so it says the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon flares with a white hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra d6 fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a con save. On a failed save, it takes a d6 fire damage. The d6 of fire damage is a 6.
Okay.
Can't believe you two would do this to us. How do you sleep at night?
You would have done the same thing.
I made a couple of mistakes on my first attack. I won't let it happen again.
You dang well better not, Shaft.
Are you good, Shakara?
Yes.
Okay, next, Mia.
Didn't Mia and Falzaren tie?
You did both get a 14,
I think
yes.
that the tie goes to the non-doppelganger.
Hey, no non-doppelgangers here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I engaged with Shaft? Like, am I allowed?
Technically, yeah, you would be considered adjacent.
Alright, I'm gonna swing my Warhammer at Shaft. And that is a 10 to hit.
No.
Terrible roll. Okay, so then I swing it once, and then I'll do a backhanded swing back again with it. And that time, it's a 13.
Nope.
Frick, I'm just whiffing. Ah! Guess I'll stay where I'm at.
Falzaren.
It's war cry time.
Lame.
I'm gonna move, and then I'll roll for blink.
So lame.
Look, bud. Smart is what it is. So I'm going to move back more towards the weapon rack and the door to Cultist's bedchambers and away from the traitors. And then I'll roll for blink. 13. Nice. All right, so Falzaren, pop. He's gone from the material plane.
You get a ninja symbol. Back to the top. Shaft.
Needs to make a con save.
Yes, you are on fire.
Okay, that was a con. That's an 11.
Does not make it.
Okay.
You will take 3 points of fire damage.
Still ablaze.
All right. Bonus action. Hunter's Mark on Shakara. Doppleganger.
Doppelshakara, I've
That's
come
right.
to think of it as.
All right. So
No one
now
is
with
admitting
the-
that she's Doppelshakara. Shh.
Deny.
Short sword to
Innocent
hit
until proven guilty.
23.
Yeah, it's
And then it's a +6, right? So that is 22 damage. Second attack. 19 plus... What does it take to hit you?
20.
Okay. 15 points of damage. So I'm basically gonna... I'll take out the short sword. I'll sort of kneel down. I'll swipe at her legs. And then I'll spin around and stab into her with my rapier. And pull it out.
Ouch.
Devastating blows from Shaft, the halfling. Whirlwind of blades and fury against the Dragonborn.
I'll yell at Falzaren. I'll go, "Open the portal!"
Shakara, you're up.
Bonus action, Flame Breath. Shaft needs to make a DC 13 Dex save.
It's a 20.
That's 9 points of damage because you take half. And then I shall strike you with my sword. That is a 24 to hit. Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and expend a charge to do the Searing Smite again, but I'm going to upcast it, so I'm going to expend 2 charges. So that's an additional 2d6. So that's 4. And then I'm going to hit you with my sword again. Oh, this die like 17s, dang. That's another 24 to hit.
Yep.
Did I roll a d8 before for damage on the sword hit?
Should be.
I don't remember if I rolled it or not. Anyway, that's another 12 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
Mia.
Alright. I hear what Shaft said. I can tell what he's thinking. So I run around him without giving him an opportunity because I'm still next to him, and I try to block this portal from him. I'm going to take another swing with my hammer, but I'm going to use a different dice.
Good idea. You slide over the table, just throw in the map and the figurines across onto the other side of it as you just barrel through and up and over trying to block this portal.
And with my hammer, I swing out with a 16.
I'm going to use Defensive Duelist, so you need a 20 to hit.
And
my
I can
reaction.
tell that's what he's doing, correct? So,
Yes, so your blow does not land.
I will... Well, and I can tell what he's thinking, too. So, I'm going to use a charge, and I'm going to use my Javelin of Lightning, and I hurl it, speaking the commanding word, and it turns into a bolt of lightning. You need to do a dex save, Shaft.
So, if you do that, remember it shoots in a line, so it will hit Shakara. You two are flanking.
I'm going to sidearm
Shaft.
it, so it's gonna miss him.
Not how it works.
Not quite. You would have to be basically up on top of the table to your left,
Okay.
and then you would be able to throw
Okay,
it
so-
diagonally and miss.
So Mia
Shakara.
like slides across the table, does a big whiff with her hammer, and is like, "Oh, yada," and it gets back on the table, chucks the javelin.
Okay.
So
What?
she's
Sorry.
ready.
What did he have to do?
Deck save.
Man, these damn deck saves.
Yeah,
Shaft's the worst one for
I
that,
know.
from our point of view.
Can't see anyone else.
24.
Yeah, that's a save. So anyway, half damage. It's 13 damage, and I'll stay standing on the table, I guess.
Falzaren reappearing from the ethereal plane. See lightning being hurled jolting, lancing through Shaft's body into the stone next to Shakara, barely missing her.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to heed Shaft's request, and I'm going to run over from where I was to the portal and activate it. And then, if successful, I'm jumping through.
Yeah, you definitely, between the frame, the stone crumbles into dust, evaporating into nothing, and this red light within activates.
And I, so that was an action, I would assume, to activate that, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
6 seconds.
Yeah. I didn't really ever expect it to be activated during combat, so I'm going to have to say yes, that was an action.
Okay.
Now, okay, though, here's what I could posit alternatively. If you want to, if you wanted to activate it and both have you and Shaft run through it on the same turn, then Shaft would then have to hold an action to move with you, instead of attacking. So you would both be going through it at the same time. Because we're in combat, we need to, I guess, break down as far as action economy goes.
So you're saying on a subsequent turn?
Right. Otherwise, you may be the only one going through.
Right. Okay. And if I move and use an action, I cannot cast a cantrip or a spell, right? Or is that wrong?
Well, if you've moved and if you were using your action to activate the portal, unless you have something that requires a bonus action, then that's all you can do.
Then that's all I will do.
Okay.
I'll roll for blink here. Sorry.
So the portal is activated?
Portal is activated, but at the beginning of your turn, you are still on fire. You must roll a Constitution saving throw.
Blink was unsuccessful.
16.
How could you go through from the ethereal plane anyway?
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
That succeeded, but you still take half damage, so you take 3 damage.
Okay. So you're saying on my turn I cannot attack? You're saying I can only move?
No, I'm saying if you and Falzaren both want to move through this portal simultaneously, one of you will have to hold an action to be able to move on the other one's turn at the same time.
So it'll be you holding now or him holding later for your next turn.
Because if you go through right now, it will close behind you.
Okay.
And Falzaren will be coming with you.
That's right.
Shaft succeeded on his save, so the spell is ended. He does not take any damage.
Oh, he takes no damage.
No damage.
Oh.
The spell's just ended.
Okay, thank you.
So I will say, just for memory, I do have to make a con save for my Hunter's Mark. Dilemmas. I'll hold my action and go through the portal with Falzaren.
Well, that's next turn.
If I hold my action this time, on his turn, we can go through together, right?
Yes, so you're readying your action to move with Falzaren through this portal.
And I can do no other actions or bonus actions.
You can still do bonus action.
All right, so then I will cast Zephyr Strike. You move like the wind until the spell ends, and your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. So when I do move, they won't get an opportunity attack against me, and I won't worry about the rest of it since I'm not going to attack. The idea here is when I do jump into the portal, I don't provoke an opportunity attack, and that's it. I can't do anything else.
Shakara, what do you want to do? This glowing portal is next to you.
I want a bonus action flame breath Falzaren. You need a
Son of a gun.
dex save.
14 for the dex save.
You save, damn it.
Oh, no way. Yes.
But you
Way
still
to go, Falzaren.
still take half damage. You're luckier than Shaft, though. That's only 6
Oh,
damage.
Shaft gets lucky.
He's up all night.
He's up all night to get some. He's up all night to get lucky. He's up all night. Okay.
And then I'm going to try to grapple Shaft. Stop him from going through the portal.
Rude.
Okay, let's make a contested strength. Shaft, you're able to use your acrobatics if you would like.
I just rolled a 20.
Yes, you did.
It's a
Yes, you
total of-
did.
It doesn't matter for...
I got a pretty good acrobatics. So let's
Yeah,
see
it's a
what
total
we did.
24.
What's wrong with you people?
Critical pass.
How much did you get?
Did you... 24?
25.
His face, man.
That's a +8 on acrobatics. I'm glad you said
Wow.
acrobatics.
Well, yeah, as Shakara reaches out, and you're able to just squirm around her grasp.
So I have 2 attacks, but does that take my whole turn because it wasn't an attack action?
No, so the grapple would replace one of your attacks.
So I still have an attack?
You still have, you
He
still have an
squeaks out. You try again.
attack. So you can either attack, or you could potential to do another grapple if you'd like.
I think I'm going to lash out with my sword.
Thinking like a
That's
real
21 total.
Can I? Oh, it doesn't matter because I can't. I can still use my reaction, but it only takes me to a 20, so that hits.
Okay. And then I'm going to use 2 more charges on my sword. So that is that and that. And you are on fire again, and that is 15. And if you're still standing there at the start of your turn, you need to make a con save.
Okay, I'm still standing.
Well, it is Mia's turn.
So I see Falzaren looking scared. He had muttered words. Shaft squirms away but is getting hit hard. I'm on the table. So like WWE style, Mia's gonna like jump and try to like headlock Falzaren in a grapple.
Okay. Here we go.
Like off the strings in the corner, you know.
From the top turnbuckle!
Johnson up. Oh my gosh. So what do I add to these rolls
what
here?
Mia is cooking.
So yeah, what do I add to a grapple?
You'll add your strength bonus.
You got a strength bonus, Falzaren? I'm just kidding. I only rolled a 12.
Falzaren got a 4. He has not been working
So
out.
he's in a chokehold. I still have another action. Still have another melee attack. Hammer to the head.
On Falsey?
Yep. And that's a 23 to hit. Just like the heel
That's a
of the
hit.
hammer. Boom. And I'm gonna hit him for
Bonk.
9 damage.
Falsey, you're grappled. Speed is 0.
So I will make an attempt to break free.
Okay, that does take your action. So another
Let me think.
contested.
What else could I do? There's really
Well,
nothing else
you
I
can
do.
fight, because at the end of your turn, you might blink out of her arms.
Right, yeah. Can I cast
Yes.
spells when I'm
Yeah,
grappled?
You can. Yeah,
Okay.
if you were restrained, it would be a little different. But grapple is basically
Alright,
just
then.
makes it so you can't move. That's pretty much all it does.
Okay, so I... Oh, how the tables have turned on these
How
doppelgangers.
the turntables.
Oh, how the turntables. I am going to cast Gravity Sinkhole, and I'm going to position this all-powerful sinkhole of gravity. I'm going to position it basically where Mia came from on the table. Well, let's see. What kind of range does it have? I think it's 10 feet. I want to suck them away from us.
Okay. The ceilings in here are like 15 feet high.
So 20-foot radius. Okay. So yeah, I could position it above them and to the left of us, away from the portal, so that it will suck them away from us a bit. Yeah, so let's do that. Con save for Doppleganger Shakara and Doppleganger Mia.
17.
9.
All right.
Wouldn't that pull Falzaren with Mia?
That's a great question.
Is it an evocation spell you can sculpt?
Yeah, but
I can sculpt, but I'm
Mia's got 'em.
grappled.
Yeah, in wizard school they didn't talk about that. He knew the theory, not the practice. I like see him go frustrated.
That's fine. I'm doing it anyway. Screw you guys.
well, hey, it all goes well. You'll blink out of her
Right,
arms.
that's what I was thinking. You blink.
If all goes well.
So, did Shakara pass and Mia fail?
Shakara passed, Mia failed. So the total that Shakara will take is... Oh, baby, that's a good one. 40.
Oh, shit.
That's half,
And half
damage?
That's total.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, who passed again?
Shakara
Shakara.
passed.
Okay, so half would be 20, and then 40
That's
for the other.
still enough to take Shakara down.
Oh, I
You
still
see
got you,
the
boy.
Dragonborn crumples as your sinkhole, as your hole sucks around.
There we go. That one will make the bloopers.
As your whole.
As your gravity sinkhole pulls her, you see your body starts to go limp in its gravitational pull and its power, drawing it towards it. And as the body kind of crumples, you see it immediately reverts back into the gray, featureless skin of a doppelganger.
Uh-huh.
But I'm the real Mia. Trust me.
Sure you are.
What? Shakara was the doppelganger?
Wait, she has a scar in her arm.
So how far does it move Mia? Because it moves you with her.
Really, I can decide. It's a 20-foot radius, so I would have positioned it, elevated up in the air. Let's say, what'd you say the ceiling was?
15 feet.
So 10 feet up in the air, and then 10 feet to the left. So basically over top of the table.
Then you are both going to take 6 bludgeoning damage as it sucks you up to the ceiling and you both crumple to the floor. I would say that is probably enough to break Mia's hold on you.
No.
But you were both prone.
And then I will roll for blink at the end of my turn.
Okay.
12.
You gone
Just enough.
to the top with Shaft.
Okay, so I know Falzaren just blinked out, right? Do I know that if I go through the portal, it's going to close behind me?
I would say that yes.
How?
I mean, you also know that Falzaren is the one that is activating it, so.
Yeah, but my thought process is if I jump through and he just blinked out, is he going to be able to make it through the portal before it shuts? Is what I know that.
Oh, no, like you know that he wouldn't be able to. One, he's in another plane of existence.
Okay.
But what I meant was, you know, at least Falzaren could open it back up again and go through if needed, right?
Yeah.
You can see the gears turning.
Okay, I'm going to whip out the bow and shoot a few arrows into Mia. It's a 28 to hit. Or 27, sorry. 27 to hit. And that does...
Hold on a second. She's prone, remember.
Oh, so I get advantage on the attack?
If you're using your bow, you have disadvantage.
If she's prone and I'm using my bow, because she's on the floor, or what? Why am I got disadvantage?
Well, it says an attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
All right, so disadvantage then. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's like as if you're taking cover from a range attack, I think is what it means. Like if
So
you're,
she's on the floor, so it's harder for me to hit her? Is that what?
I think that's how,
okay.
yeah, from range, I think that's the thing.
All right. Okay, that's an 18 for the second attack.
Still
Does
hits.
that hit? Okay, good. All right, so that is... Well, I didn't do good on my Colossus Slayer, so that's 12 points of damage. Second attack, that's a 12 and a crit, but I get the 12. God damn it.
Oh.
12 does not hit.
Okay. Well, it's a 12 plus 9. Sorry.
Oh, 12 plus 9 hits. Okay.
And that is... Oh, there's better. So that's 11 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Then I don't jump through the portal.
two arrows right into pronated Mia, and her body goes limp for a second, remains as Mia, and then changes into the skin of a doppelganger.
And then I fall down on my knees. I put my hands down on the ground, and I take a deep breath, and I go, oh, shit, that was close. I sort of fall down.
And Falzaren, for another 40-something seconds, you are blinking back and forth from the room in
That's
the
right.
ethereal plane.
Had 9 hit points left.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going through that portal. I give you 1.
Shaft, let's get out of here before someone else hears this commotion that we've caused.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
I'm going to grab the sword that Doppleganger Shakara was wielding and bring it along with us.
That's all you're grabbing?
That's my question was, do they have all the stuff
Well,
that
there was
they
the
had?
obsidian sword too, so yeah, you could grab that too.
Would you like to take a second to look over their corpses and see what else they have on them?
I suppose, yeah, we've got time.
Yes, so there is a long sword that Doppelshakara was wielding. That's all. Actually, that is all she. You find actually an empty potion vial on her body as well, but devoid of its contents now that it has been drunk.
I think I would take that potion bottle and fill it up with some phlogiston.
Okay, you can certainly, from one of the 4 barrels, fill that potion bottle full of phlogiston. Absolutely. Doppelmia. She looks like she was just wielding a standard warhammer, but she does have 3 other items on her. 2 javelin of lightning that you saw her throw, and you did hear her say the command word, so you could probably put 2 together as far as how to activate them when you use them. And she also has a wand on her body.
Now you've got my attention.
It's all you.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, Shaft, we might as well make good use of these things that might be valuable or useful.
Yeah, I don't want the javelin or the wand.
I think Shakara might be interested in one of these swords.
But I'll take the gooey sword.
So you're going to leave the 2 javelins?
Yeah, I don't want them.
No.
I don't.
I'll take them.
Okay. Quite a haul.
And the wand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you sure after you took that eagle-headed cane, you want to take more?
Never leave a wand behind.
No wand left behind.
I assume that's a acid scimitar.
Yeah. Well, Falls will have to identify all of this stuff. So.
Oh, okay, right. I'm just writing it down so I remember. Okay,
Sure.
we'll do that later.
Well, it's actually a short sword of oozes. Is its proper name if you want to,
Oh,
for your notes. But
There was a great sword and
so you got the ebony greatsword or the Sibian greatsword. You got the flaming longsword. You got the ooze short sword. You got the bronze scimitar. You got the pendant. I assume you took the pendant.
yeah.
Yeah, you got the pendant. You got the wand and the 2 javelins.
it's mostly you. I just want the 2 swords.
Who says I don't give you magic items?
You do now.
Right?
It's 2 chapters worth of magic items.
Yeah.
And would it mechanically, would I be able to cast a cantrip as I'm going through the portal? I'd like to blow these barrels to smithereens.
Oh. Okay. That's very interesting.
Like casting a firebolt at them.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You can definitely give her a go.
Okay.
How far away are you, Falzaren? Are you gonna get to blink at the end of
Leland's
this, or
face.
like what are we?
Are you going to tell me what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to drink. I have 2 potions of healing.
Yeah, you're gonna chug them already.
And since we're not taking a short rest, I'm going to drink both of them.
Shaft over there, 9 hit points. Like, oh yeah, you're like. Hold on, practice your Skyrim gulping. Here we go.
The first one is 6 points, and the second one is 8 points. Better than nothing, just in case. We're going through a portal, and who knows where in the hell we're going to end up. Okay, Falzaren, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's go. Now, I'm going to try and destroy these barrels as we're going through the portal. I hope this works.
Okay. So you are going to firebolt the nearest barrel as you are moving through the portal.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
Easily done. As it impacts the barrel, kind of, I mentioned the same one that you took your sampling out of, kind of dribbling a bit of it over the side as you're doing so, and it immediately ignites, and the flame shoots up the side of the barrel inside of it, causing an explosion. That chain reacts into the other 3 barrels, and both of you, as you are scampering through the portal, can make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Glad I drank the potions. I think
12
I think
for
I'm
Falzaren.
good. 22.
Oh no. He's rolling dice. You can hear them clanking.
We're taking some damage.
Shaft, a little quicker on your feet, even after taking this beating from Doppelganger. You are able to get away from the brunt of it, taking 12 fire damage. Falzaren,
He would've been
unfortunately, gets caught from behind, blasting from this improvised fireball. It almost picks you up off your feet and throws you through the portal as you take the full 24 fire damage. But you both find yourselves in that long polished stone hallway as it's spinning around you, disorientating and miscombobulating until it finally comes to a stop, and there are 6 doors before you. One of them still has a scrawled V carved into it.
Oh, that did not feel good.
No, we need to get back to the original place so I can take a rest.
Yes, we certainly do. This is... Oh, what a nightmare.
All right, pick one, not the V.
All right. Do you want me to roll D6?
I do, yes.
DC minus the V, right?
I got a 4.
You step through and find yourself in an unfamiliar place. It is a small room. And it actually seems like this place too has been abandoned. It's coated in dust that coat kind of shelves that are lined with what look like dried up herbs and like poultices and ingredients. Only with a single door leading outside of it. Again, this is a very small storeroom.
I'll go in. Is it dark?
Yeah, it's pitch black.
Is there anything in I can lodge up against the door?
Well, you could try to move one of the shelves that have some of these components on it.
Okay, I think I'll go over and start pushing something up against the door.
Like against the exit or the portal?
The exit.
Ah, okay.
Let me think. Yeah, the exit. So I don't want anything coming in.
Sure.
And then sort of slump down against the wall and go, I think we need to stay here for a little while.
Yeah, I was really hoping we would get lucky and make it back to where we're supposed to meet Shakara and Mia, but I think you're right, Shaft. We can't risk what we might walk into if we try another portal without resting.
Yeah. Is there another bookshelf in here?
Yeah, so like basically portal on one wall, shelf on the other two, and then the fourth would have the exit, the door.
Here, help me move this in front of the portal. We don't want anybody else coming in.
All right, I will help him. Try and muscle it to the side.
And then I'm going to lay down to take a short rest.
And that's our show? Shakar, please, just let me handle this. It's okay. I'll explain later. It's all okay. Thanks for listening. The Incorrigible Party can be found on all of the social medias. Go to incorrigibleparty.com to find all the links. And we have a Patreon. Our patrons get extras like giving inspiration to their favorite character and mini campaigns. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. All ambient sounds and music during the episode are courtesy of tabletopaudio.com, and our intro and outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. You can contact him for all your own musical needs by email at jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. Happy adventuring!